In this exercise, we will model this part here. So we've got a nice pipe 90-degree bend and then two flanges either side with a chamfer and some mounting holes. If you want to have a go at this yourself, I've done a drawing here, so feel free to use these dimensions and have a go. Aside from that, I will continue and model this myself. So let's go on a new design and let's hit C on the keyboard, start a 2D sketch. And we're going to start off, in this case, let's start off with one of the flanges. Then we'll do the sweep profile and path. We'll sweep that 90-degree bend, and then we'll add in the other flange at the end. So let's do our first flange on the YZ plane. Let's go for the creation tools, and let's go on a center rectangle. Let's go from the origin, draw this out. We're going to go 360 by 360. And then we're going to input this through hole there. So C on the keyboard, start the origin. We'll bring that out by 210 mil. Let's enter. That's fully constrained. Let's hit E on the keyboard. Straight away, let's extrude that. And the distance there is 50 mil. So this is a very big flange. Let's go ahead and put these fillets in. Let's F on the keyboard. I'm going to select this edge, this one, and this one. Give that a radius of 20 mil. Let's enter. Now let's go ahead and add these holes in here. So these are just simple through holes. I'm going to use the hole tool for these. So let's hit C on the keyboard, create a new sketch. Let's go on this face here and let's insert some points. Identify the center of these holes. So 4 points there. Use a horizontal constraint between these two. Vertical constraint these ones. And horizontal constraint these ones. And vertical these ones. Now we can go ahead and put in some dimensions. D on the keyboard, center point of this one to the top horizontal line. It's 50 mil. And top horizontal line to this one here is 310. And then this one to the vertical line, we've got 50. And this one to this point here, we've got 310 minus 50. So that's 260. Let's enter. There we are, fully constrained. Let's finish that sketch there. We've got all our center points of our holes. Let's go on the hole command then. We'll select 1, 2, 3, 4. And as per the drawing, again, simple holes. In terms of distance, let's go through all. And we've got a diameter of 40 mil. Okay, so all these parameters are correct. Let's press OK. And there we have our first flange. That's our very first feature. And now we need to go ahead and input a profile and path for this swept bend. So let's go ahead and put in the profile first. Let's hit C on the keyboard, select this face here. And we've already got this circle here, but we want to add in the outer diameter of this bend, which in this case is 290. Okay, we have our profile there. Let's finish that sketch. Now we need to put in our path. Let's see what default planes we have available. Hit the drop down here. And we want to choose, in this case, it's the XZ plane. We'll right click on that, create sketch. Start with the line tool, start from the origin. I'm going to come out horizontally, distance of, so it's 150 minus 50, that's 100. Okay, I'm going to click there. And then I'm going to hold down the left mouse button and drag out a tangential curve. I'm going to finish somewhere there. And then bring a line at 100 and press enter. Let's go ahead and add a tangential constraint between this arc here and this line. And then following that, let's give a dimension to this arc here. And that dimension is 405 minus 115. Let's enter. There we go, that's looking good. That should be all fully constrained. Yeah, we've got the red padlock there. Okay. So we've got our path. Let's finish the sketch. Now let's go on our creation tools, go on sweep. We're going to select this profile here, and under the path, let's select our path here. Okay, preview's looking good. Okay, let's press OK. And just one last feature to add, and that is the exact same flange as per its dimensions on this face here. So first of all, let's add the chamfer and finish off this flange. So let's go up to modify chamfer. We've got a 45-degree chamfer. Select this one here, so equidistance, and this is 10 mil as per the drawing. Press OK. And then we have different options available to us to put this flange on top of this face here. So what we could do is essentially repeat all of these sketching and 3D modeling operations on top of this face here, which is very time consuming, or a much quicker way to do it, which is what we're going to do here, is to just copy this feature over here. So if we're going to copy this, we need to check how many bodies that we have. We only have the one body available to us. So let's make this one a separate body. So let's find our sweep, which is, as we can see, it's highlighted in our timeline here. Let's right click on this, go and edit feature. Then under the operation, let's change that. Instead of join, so just be one body, let's go on a new body. Click OK, and make sure that's come out right. So body 1 in this case is the flange, and body 2 is a swept profile here. So we are interested in copying body 1 and repositioning it up here. So let's right click on that, move/copy. And in our toolbox, so let's drag this over here. Let's go on a free move. And let's just make, well, we need to make sure that we click create copy here. We don't want to be moving the original. Just going to move this up like so. I'm going to rotate that by 90 degrees. Okay, and I'm going to press OK there. Then from here, we're going to do one more move operation. So on this body here. So if we look on our bodies folder, we now have a third body created, the one we copied here. Right click on that, move copy. In this case, we're going to choose point to point as a move type. Want to make sure we've got body selected, and this one's already selected for us. We need to create the origin point and the target point, and we don't want to create a copy in this case. So it's very similar to the joint command in that if we actually highlight, let's say this circle here, we can see the point highlight in the center. So if we select that circle, that point's now chosen for us. And we repeat the exact same here. And we can see this blue kind of diagonal line showing the point-to-point mate. So let's left click there once, and let's click OK. That preview looks good. Let's go on the home view. And there we have our completed part. So comprised of 3 bodies, the first flange there, swept profile, and the third flange up there, which we copied across. Everything there is looking good. Let's go ahead and apply an appearance to this, of course. Let's hit A on the keyboard. And let's go for a metal, and let's go for a stainless. And they're going to go stainless polished again. That's quite a nice one. Click close. And that is our complete part. So we can save the part from there. And I look forward to seeing you in the next lecture.